Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to Frankie's Record Shop. Today we are going to Canada. Yes, Canada, ladies and gentlemen, or Canada in some parts of the United States. And we're going to kick it off with a great hard rock band from Vancouver, Canada. Their 1977 debut, just self-titled Prism. Prism are a great sort of hard rock, pop rock band who has had many successes in Canada that I won't even go into. This is their debut. This is fantastic. It's got Spaceship Superstar on it. It's got Take Me to the Captain, Open Soul Surgery, which is like a Rolling Stones meets Led Zeppelin type rocker. You've got Free Will, which is a great power pop song. Just a great band, great singing. It was put together by producer Bruce Fairbairn and songwriter Jim Valens, who played drums in the band and writes most of the songs. So this is worth your time, folks. Prism from Vancouver. And staying in Vancouver with another Vancouver band that actually dates back from the band called The Collectors in the 60s, but then they went into calling themselves Chilliwack, and this is their 1977, technically it's January of 1977, I guess it was released, but my copy says it came out in 1976. It's copywritten in 1976, all over this Mushroom Records rendition of this album. So, who knows? But this record is awesome. I love this record. I would say it lands somewhere in between Bread and Big Star. Really, seriously. Somewhere between the soft rock of Bread and that kind of like hard pop of Big Star. It intersects also with like Cheap Trick and the Beach Boys and just fantastic songs. I mean, Chilliwack are a band that did it all. They did progressive rock, they did commercial rock, they did AOR. This is somewhere where they really felt their beautiful pop oats. I love this record. And I think you should really get into it. Chilliwack, it means Valley of Streams in Salish, which is, I guess, Native American language. Anyways, there you go. Chilliwack, Dreams, 1977. I say 1976. I've got the proof. It's right here. Anyways, onward we move to more Canadian hard rock bands. We're staying in Vancouver because this is certainly a total mixture of the last two bands I just talked about, and that is Headpins. Headpins features singer Darby Mills, who has one of these loud, raspy, incredible voices with a lot of range that just hits hard. This is like Suzi Quatro on steroids. It's got some Rose Tattoo influence, some AC/DC in there. It was a side project put together by Bill Henderson and Abe Bryant and Brian McLeod of Chilliwack at the time, and they said, hey, we can get in on some of that AC/DC money too. And they sure did with this debut record by Headpins from 1982. Turn It Loud. Worth your time. And now we're going to move on to Calgary, Alberta, with a little group called the Stampeders. Yes, the Stampeders, who are most famous for a song called Sweet, Sweet City Woman. And that was a huge hit everywhere in the world for them. But man, are there bangers galore on this album. This is like one of them K-Tel compilations, you know, with all the different pop groups from AM radio, just squeezed into one band. All 20 songs have a different personality, have a different, almost like a different band. It's pretty incredible. The song Johnny Lightning is like the most hard driving rock and roll pub rock song you've ever heard. There's other tunes on here like Carry Me. I'm looking at my list here. Then Came the White Man. That one you gotta hear, because that goes in with all those 70s songs where they were all like writing songs about how the white man fucked over the Native Americans. And that one super qualifies as one of the best. Wild Eyes is great. Devil You. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Calgary, Alberta's the Stampeders. And lastly, in my Canada milieu of records for today is none other than the debut solo album of Mr. Kim Mitchell. Yes, that Kim Mitchell, the man, the guitar virtuoso, the great songwriter that everybody in Canada knows, but nobody else in the United States has any idea who this guy is. And he comes from a band called Max Webster. They were a very kind of progressive, interesting arena rock AOR type of band that were signed to Rush's label for a small, short time. And this is his debut solo record. And it kind of exists. It's from 1984. It exists in kind of that almost like radio rock sound of that era that like bands like the Tubes and the Who and Rainbow with Joe Lynn Turner were doing, which is known as AOR, but it's probably known as something else in this day and age. I can't really keep up with all the new names people come up for all these old forms of music. But anyways, this has got his big hit, Go For A Soda, which is a song that I really like. And the lyrics are done by P. Dubois, the guy who did the lyrics for Max Webster as well. But I think this is worth your time if you're into that kind of music, if you're into that kind of like, She's a Beauty type Tubes power rock song. Kim is very, very good at it. I would even say one of the best at it. And he's very, there's a sense of humor to it, sense of irony and satire throughout the lyrics and how the lyrics play within the way he arranges the music. So, there's another great Canadian artist for you, Mr. Kim Mitchell. And that's it. I'm going to head back down to America where there's lots of guns.